Team Guys Night, and for our second and final form of the night, we're going to perform a harem, which is a set of scenes that we'll do for you once, and then revisit further along, and then revisit once again, finally. So to begin, I'm just going to need an inspiration from you, sir. A place that you have never been, but you've always wanted to go. Yeah, just any place that you've never been, but you've always wanted to go.
Paris. Okay. Does that work, or do you need like actual building?
Anything specific about Paris that you're really gung-ho about seeing?
Eiffel Tower, I guess.
Eiffel Tower? Just because it's like big and awesome? Yeah. You want to go to the restaurant, or go to the top of the restaurant?
There's a restaurant there, so that would work.
That's what we mean.
Thank you. Thank you.
I remember my first trip to Disney World when I was 5 years old. It was a really great trip. I loved it to death. I went with my grandmother and my aunt, who did nothing but wear ponchos and smoke the whole time. It was still fun, and my favorite part was I remember looking at this map in Epcot where they have like the around the world trip, which you don't understand as a kid, but it's kind of cool when you're older because you can drink everywhere. I remember seeing the map, and it said like the Paris part of it. It had the Eiffel Tower, but because it was Disney World and it was Mickey Mouse, it was called the Earful Tower. And until about 7th grade, I thought that's what it was called. When I was little, I went to Disney World a lot. And I remember one specific trip to Disney World where I was old enough to remember going on a roller coaster. A very infamous roller coaster, Space Mountain. And I remember because I was just tall enough to get on. And my parents forced me to get on this ride. I did not want to go. I really didn't. I was like, Mom, no, I'm really good. I really don't want to do this. My dad was like, dude, come on, you're going to go. You're going to go on the ride. I'm like, you know what? No, I really don't want to. And they forced me to get on. I was bawling on this ride. I was literally crying my eyes out. And nobody cared. It's Disney World, and they didn't care that a little kid was crying. So I go through the ride, and it starts, and I'm like freaking out. But by the middle, I'm like having such a great time. So at the end of the ride, I'm still crying just despite my parents. But I absolutely loved the ride, and I probably went on about 3 more times after that. But I really hated my dad the rest of that day.
When I was 7, my family lived in Kansas City, and we had to go to St. Louis for a third cousin's wedding or something. But we're in St. Louis, and we just have a day to kill before the wedding. So we decided to go to the Arch, the giant arch that's right there on the banks of the Mississippi, the Jefferson Westward Memorial Expansion Monument or whatever. And so how you get into the top of this enormous arch is at the base. There's, of course, a line that's an hour long, and then you get into a cubicle the size of a washing machine, and you go right up this curved structure to the top, and you get to the top and you can see all of St. Louis, and it's breathtaking. And I was 7. I mean, I'm really not scared of heights, but there were some other kids in there that kind of were. And there was this one kid that was really deathly afraid of heights, and just vomited right there in the arch. Right in the top of the arch. And it's curved. And I remember thinking, like, will it just slide down?
I took a film analysis class last year, and after Russian surrealism, we went on to French New Wave. We watched this movie called Majate, and it was supposed to be like a short, and he's like time traveling, but it's not really a movie because it was all. French New Wave sucks.
Don't make me jump, man. Don't make me do it. Because I will. You're supposed to. It's a bungee jump. Do it. Carl, why does it make me do these things, man? I know. Jake, you're like, dude, I want to go bungee jumping. So I was like, hey, let's go, man. I know a place that we can bungee jump. And it looks good in the pamphlet. Yeah, it's supposed to because it's really fun. I can't, you know how I get in situations like this. I just propel myself. What? You puss out. What? When else did I puss out, Carl? You gonna get me started on that? No. Again, please, just let me. The plane lands, right? Like I can just stay on the plane when it lands and not hurl 50,000 feet. No. This is extreme bungee jumping. Yes.
kind of work ethic. Come on, have a beer with me. It'll be there when you get back. Don't take that posture.
Well, you know I had a horrible accident that took my neck off.
Oh, Francis. Come on. We're friends.
Alright, Lawrence, let's crack open a bubbly one. Or a cold one. What do we call it? I don't know. I don't have social friends. Shit.
I will not spit on my teacher. I will not spit. Did you spit on your teacher? I will not. Is that what they made you write? How many times are you gonna write it?
It's a small board, 500 times, and I'm just really tracing at this point.
What are you on? Do you know?
I don't remember now. Did you talk to me?